anyone.
Nancy was the youngest of 6 children and the only girl in a strict Catholic family.
I wanted to be independent, and they were always, oh, you can't do this, you can't do that, telling me all the things I couldn't do.
You never rebelled?
No, I was
never?
not. No, it wasn't even an option. This is the 50s.
Did you ever sneak out?
Yeah.
Ah.
Don't tell.
Okay, no telling.
She loves to dance, which she does well. She loves to sing, which she doesn't do well.
At college, she met her husband, Paul Pelosi, now a wealthy San Francisco investment banker. In fact, she's the 8th richest member of the House. He says he doesn't give his wife advice except for one thing.
You buy her clothes?
Oh. Well, she hates to shop.
You pick out her clothes? Wow.
Well,
sort of. Actually.
I have, yes.
Yes.
Paul Pelosi says that for years, a career in politics was the farthest thing from her mind.
It wasn't even on the table. It wasn't even part of the discussion.
It was never going to happen.
Nothing in her personality. It was never going to happen.
So what happened?
Well, we end up in San Francisco. We raise our 5 children. And when the children were in school all day, then she started doing volunteer stuff.
5 kids born 6 years and 1 week. So
she was pregnant the whole time?
For most of the 60s, yes.
Christine, the second oldest of 4 daughters and 1 son, says her mother was the disciplinarian and drill sergeant in the family then, as she is in Congress now.
So we were always expected to make sure that our homework was done and that we were prepared for what we did. She would always say, proper preparation prevents poor performance.
You had these little slogans?
We had these little slogans.
As the kids got older, Pelosi threw herself into state politics, eventually becoming chairman of the California Democratic Party. She didn't run for Congress till she was 46. And now at 66, as she's poised to go down in the history books, what Nancy Pelosi wants you to know is that when it comes to her real goal in life, she's just like any other woman her age.
It's great. It's fabulous. It was my goal in life, and now I've achieved it. I'm a grandmother.
Ask Nancy Pelosi to describe herself, and the first thing out of her mouth is that she's a mother of 5.
The category is the Flintstones.
And a grandmother of 5.
When I asked your daughter, Christine, how you rule, she said you were motherly.
Yes, it depends on your definition of motherly. If motherly means we're going to have order in the house, yes.
That's motherly.
Well, she certainly brought order to the Democrats. She has insisted on no more bickering in public and just saying no to nearly everything that comes out of the Bush White House. In other words, party discipline, kind of like the Republicans do it. As a result, Democrats now vote together more often than they have since Eisenhower was president. How has someone so clearly not one of the boys managed to keep them in line? Well, one way is money.
Take my names off the checks, just give it to her.
She has personally raised more than $100 million, second only to Bill and Hillary Clinton, which she dispenses generously to her colleagues. Another way she rules is through good old-fashioned hardball.
People say Nancy Pelosi is tough as nails.
I'm very strong. I don't know tough, but
every time I ask you about it, you retreat into, oh, no, I'm a mother, I'm a grandmother. You are tough. You have to. I mean, it goes without saying. You got there. You did it.
I heard somebody say the other day when they said, you should see how tough she was on a certain subject. And one of my other colleagues said, you have no idea.
One thing she does is threaten to deny plum assignments to members who vote with the Republicans. But by keeping her troops in lockstep, her critics say she has worsened the gridlock and partisan bitterness in Congress.
What's this meeting about?
Now, this meeting is our Democratic caucus. This is our last huddle.
Pelosi took us to the last election strategy session Democrats held before they went off to campaign.
I'll leave it.
The mood was buoyant, with credit going to Pelosi for bringing them so close to retaking the House with her strategy of not letting one Republican attack go unanswered.
Let's hear it for the Democrats. Are we ready to win?
With just 16 days to the election.
Ladies and gentlemen, the next speaker and first Madam Speaker of the House of Representatives, Nancy Pelosi.
Nancy Pelosi, who already made history once when she became minority leader, thinks she's about to do it again.
Well, you have to understand, breaking the, here we call it the marble ceiling. This makes glass look like nothing. This is a marble ceiling.
Right.
The Democrats are going to...
And breaking it, she says, would help all women.
Onward! I believe if I become Speaker of the House, and in that highly visible role, show the American people that women know how to use power, that I think it helps all women in the political process or whatever field they're in, but I think it will be a plus. This is it.
She has pledged that as Speaker, she would give the Republicans rights they've denied the Democrats, like allowing them to introduce amendments to bills. But she may have trouble reining in the Democrats' appetite for revenge. There's already been talk of multiple investigations and impeachment of the president.
No, impeachment is off the table.
And that's a pledge.
Well, it's a pledge on the... yes, admit it's a pledge. Of course it is. It is a waste of time.
So that's completely off the table.
Wouldn't they just love it if we came in and our record as Democrats coming forth in 12 years is to talk about George Bush and Dick Cheney? This election is about them. This is a referendum on them. Making them lame ducks is good enough for me.